Welcome ESL to week 5. We are at Richmond in the Next Gen Series as cars are already out on the track. As we see Aaron Kozak, last week's winner. He's looking to have a repeat for performance today. We'll see what type of lap he puts the first time around. As he goes around turn 1. We should have a good race in store today. And Axel Raven with your fastest lap so far. Can he hold on to the pole for week 5? And Axel Raven wins the pole at Richmond. Maybe today is the day he can get over the hump and win a race, get into the playoffs. He's a rookie in this series, so we will see what he does. We'll be back in a few minutes for the start of the race. And we are back as we get set to do 170 laps at Richmond. On the poles, Axel Raven. Second, Peyton Hill. Third, Kenny Flores. Fourth, Lotus Lee. Fifth, Killmonger. Sixth, Doug Britton. Seventh, Bill Cherry. Eighth, Brogan. Ninth, Ace Blade. And 10th, Aaron Kozak. Round out your top 10 for qualifying. We will see what type of race we get today. Yesterday, in the 1987 series, it was a lot of strategy going on after the second stage. We will see the same today. Can Axel Raven get off to a good start in the inside lane as we get set to start this race? Pace car comes off the track and we are underway. Who will take the lead as Peyton is in the outside? Outside was pretty quick yesterday. We'll see what type of speed we have today. And they're still side by side going into 3. Peyton Hill has the lead. And now there's a battle for second. It's Kenny Flores, Axel Raven teammates. Kenny Flores takes second place away from Raven. There is 53 laps in this stage. Kenny Flores still holding on to second. Killmonger also in a battle with the 84. Now he moves up to 4th. But Kenny and Axel continue to battle for second place. This is only helping Peyton Hill to just get away as he has a second lead already. But no one wants to give up second place, and finally it looks like Kenny Flores takes away second. So Axel Raven, he's holding his own in the inside lane, and we didn't see that much yesterday. It seemed like cars in the inside would fade pretty fast. There's Bill Cherry in 6. Brogan, Aaron Kozak's last week's winner. He is currently in 8th, so he's up 2 spots. Now Killmonger, he has moved up to second. So he's showing some early speed so far in this race. He's had his struggles, so he's looking to put those struggles behind him. But it seems like this is what he does. Last season he started off a little rough, and then towards the end, man, he was on fire. Yes, we have a battle for 8th. It's Braden and Brogan. Bill Cherry also trying to hold on to 6. We see Aaron Kozak there in the inside. And Lotus Lee in 10th. A little farther back in the field, we see JQ in 14th. He's trying to battle Mila Rose on the outside. Behind him is E-Weezy. E-Weezy had a great race last week on the road course at Barber Motorsports. Here's Brogan in 9th, trying to make the pass on the 99 for 8th. Peyton Hill, man, he is running away. All that back and forth for second place has helped him extend his lead. He has a 2.2 second lead. But there's still plenty of laps left in this stage. Great run for him today so far. I mean, it's very early, but that's how you want to start a race. And there's Killmonger in second, followed by Axel Raven in third. Kenny Flourish in fourth. Bill Cherry in fifth. Doug Britton in sixth. Braden Goddard in seventh. Brogan in eighth. Aaron Kozak ninth. And Odeon rounds out your top 10. Yes, we have, well, this is a battle for 12th position. JQ and Lotus Lee. Yesterday in the 1987 series, we had a very clean race. Hopefully we get the same today. As we see Goddard trying to battle Bill Cherry. This is for 6. Now Brogan trying to take 7th away from Bill Cherry and does. So Bill Cherry's fading a little bit as we're starting to put a lot of laps on these tires. There's Aaron Kozak, last week's winner, up to 8th. Odeon having a good race so far in the top 10. But Bill Cherry continues to fade. Down to 11th. Odeon, he's your biggest mover, up 11 positions. Well, Peyton Hill, he has your fastest lap of the race so far. He's showing lightning speed early. As we are almost halfway through this stage already. Let's ride on board the 406. I don't know if Peyton Hill pushed those tires a little too hard, but it seems like he is losing some time to the 21 Killmonger. His lead has shrunk down to 1.4 seconds. So either the 406 pushed too hard in the start of this race, or he's having some type of issues with that car, because here comes the 21. Can the 21 continue to close the gap? But he is definitely closing in on the 406. That'll be the name of the game. How well can you manage your tires the longer the run goes? Right behind Killmonger is Axel Raven in third. So the field is single file as everyone is pretty starting to spread out. Will we hit lap traffic before the end of the race? And I think we will. We still have 23 laps to go. As we see Odeon, this is a battle for eighth. So Odeon is on the move. Up 12 positions. I mean, the DOG team had a great showing yesterday. They won in the 1987 series. And that was their first win of the season in the oval. So they brought some fast cars to Richmond, that is for sure. And Lotus Lee in a battle with Travis Arthur. This is for 10th position. But the field is pretty spread out. The track is at 100 degrees. 6-mile-an-hour winds. There's Ace Blade in a battle with Merle McGuire. This is for 18th. There's Rhett Sawyer battling E. Weezy for 20th. We're used to seeing these cars up front. That's Axel Raven. Is in a battle for second. It takes away second from Killmonger. So now Axel Raven's showing more speed than the 21 the longer this run gets, and that lead for the 406 has shrunk down to 0.4 of a second. So Peyton Hills, he either has an issue with that car or his tires have completely fallen off as Axel Raven takes the lead for the first time today. And he gets by the 406 without a problem. So those tires on that 406 are probably gone, because here comes a 21. The 406 showed a ton of speed early. He was gone. He had like a 2-second lead, and it has disappeared. And now he's a 1 second behind the leader, Axel Raven. And now we see lap traffic up ahead, and we still have 14 laps to go in this stage. Will Axel have any issues getting by this this traffic? Goes to the inside of Irwin. Easily makes that pass. Peyton Hill still holding on to second by a few car lengths. Killmonger in third. Kenny Flores in fourth. Doug Britton in fifth. Those are your top five. Lotus Lee in a battle as we're 3 wide. Going around 3. There's Tyler Commander up to 9th. He's having a good run as well. DOG's pretty strong as we see Aaron Kozak get very loose. The tire wear is starting to show. And there is Axel Raven. He is in some heavy traffic, and we still have 8 laps to go. He's gonna have to get through this traffic before the end of the stage. As the 2 cars in front of him are side by side, so he's gonna be struggling here. He's gonna have to try to find an opening to get by. 6 laps to go. None of these cars want to go a lap down, so they're gonna make it difficult for him. And he is definitely struggling to get by. And now that these tires are more worn, it's going to be a little harder to make some aggressive moves to get by. But lucky for Axel, he has a 3.5 second lead. So it looks like he'll be winning this stage. Peyton Hill's doing a good job holding on to second. For a while, it looked like Killmonger was going to catch on, but Killmonger has faded a little bit. The 3 laps to go. So it looks like traffic will be an issue in this race. Because Axel cannot get by Berto or Ani, excuse me. But nobody's trying to give up a lap right now. Last lap to the end of the stage. And it looks like Ani and Berto are going to hold off Axel and stay on the lead lap. Well, Axel Raven wins stage number 1. Great run by Axel in the first stage. We will see how stage 2 plays out, but first, will there be any pit stops and who will come in? I mean, you need tires at this track. If anything tells you, you know, what happened yesterday, drivers that decided to stay out, man, it cost them because the drivers that came in, they were so much faster on those fresh tires. And here comes Axel, and it looks like everyone else is coming in except Rooster Rodden. It looks like Rooster is staying out, and Merrill McGuire. I mean, maybe they're going to be on a different pit cycle, which could help. Yesterday, that did help some drivers, but Axel Raven comes out of pit road first. Killmonger, Doug Britton, and Peyton. So a few drivers decided to gamble. I mean, they were way back there in the field, so they figured maybe the crew chiefs figured, hey, we're just going to take a chance here. Let's move up the field. And even though we're on worn tires, maybe they could finish the race in a higher position. Maybe that's the thinking. Get fresh tires probably after stage 2. But I don't see them lasting long up front, not with those worn tires. We will see how this plays out. We should get the 1 to go this time around. Was staying out the right call for the 01 and the 33. Or will they just drop all the way to the back of the field? I don't know about this call this early in the race, maybe later in the race, but we will see how this plays out. As we get ready to start stage number 2. Green flag drops and we're underway. And Rooster Rodden with a great jump. We'll see how long he can hold on to the lead, because there is Axel Raven. Axel could get very aggressive. And he quickly goes to the inside. And he easily gets by Rooster Rodden as well as Doug Britton. And there is Tyler Commander in third. And now they're going to cause a little traffic jam because they're on worn tires. As they touch, Burrow almost gets into the wall. And this is the risk you take when you stay out on worn tires. As you see Rooster Rodden 3 wide there, almost 4 wide. This might not end well. But that was a close call. We almost had our first caution of the day. But Axel Raven is your leader, followed by his teammate Doug Britton in second, and Tyler Commander in third. As Merle, he's already down to 14th position. As everyone is just flying on by. Rooster Rodden has dropped down to 24th. So not a great move. They were basically sitting ducks on the restart. Axel Raven continues to lead. So Northern Lights having a good showing so far today, 1 and 2. Tyler Commander in third, followed by Peyton Hill in fourth. Peyton Hill looks to the outside. He's trying to make the pass. And this is for third. And he gets by Tyler. Now Killmonger's going to try to do the same. And Tyler loses another position as Killmonger's up to fourth. Now we see Braden trying to do the same. And he is also going to make the pass. So Tyler needs to get out of that inside groove because right now that is not working out for him. As Lotus Lee is going to try to make the pass as he is having a pretty solid run so far today. Up to sixth. But Axel Raven, still your leader. He's not pulling away, only a few car lengths. Doug Britton holding on to second. He wants to hold off Peyton Hill. Peyton Hill shows some speed in that first stage. He is definitely gaining ground on Doug. Killmonger still in fourth, followed by Braden in fifth. As we have a battle for 17th, it's JQ. He gets by Rhett Sawyer. Ahead of him is the number 3, Brogan. As JQ looks to the inside to try to make the pass. And what a great move by the 10. As we have a battle for second. It's Peyton Hill. He's in the inside. So some of these drivers are trying to make the inside work. This is going to help Axel Raven pull away slightly, as his lead is almost 1 second. The end of the stage is lap 106. They're still trying to battle for second as they touch. Peyton Hill almost loses it there. Now Killmonger trying to make the pass. On the 406, this is for third place. Killmonger's in third. Now we see Lotus Lee. He is up to fifth, so he is making some moves. He's trying to work his way up the field. Yes, now we have a battle for second. Killmonger trying to take over second away from Doug, and he does. Axel Raven has pulled away. So he is having a great second stage. He has a 3-second lead. And now he has some traffic. And there is Rooster Rodden. They took a gamble, they stayed out, and now he's about to go a lap down. It shows you how important tires are at this track. And Axel makes the pass on the outside. But Axel Raven is gone. He's 3.2 second lead. And right ahead of Axel is Merle McGuire. He also took a gamble. It was those two cars. And that gamble is not going to pay off because they're both going to go a lap down. But can the 33 hold on to the lucky dog? As we have a battle for second. As Kenny Flores trying to take second away from Killmonger, and does. As we are already 30 laps into this run. So tire wear is starting to play a role. And now we see the 79 on the outside trying to pass Killmonger. Odeon up to fourth. Axel Raven still in the lead, getting ready to pass the 14. And he goes to the inside to make the pass. Putting a 14 a lap down. But he is flying. As Eweezy moves up to third. So Eweezy showing some speed. But Axel Raven almost has about a 4-second lead, a little over a 4-second lead. And he is having no issues getting by traffic. Let's run down to your top 15. With Axel Raven in first. Kenny Flourish in second. Eweezy in third. Aaron Kozak in fourth. Odeon fifth. Killmonger sixth. Peyton Hill seventh. Doug Britton in eighth. As we see JQ make the pass on the inside. Now he's in eighth. Lotus Lee in ninth. Doug Britton 10th. Bill Cherry 11th. Tyler Commander 12th. Braden 13th. Andrew Green 14th, and Ace Blade rounds out, actually Ralph Lumley as they battle, round out your top 15. And Axel Raven still in control of this race. A 5-second lead. He's just mowing down the traffic one by one, putting cars a lap down. And his next victim might be Chris Andrews before the stage is over. As we have 10 laps to go. As we have a battle for ninth. There's Doug Britton trying to pass Lotus Lee on the outside and makes the pass. Tyler Commander in 11th. This is a battle for 11th. Well, Axel Raven, his car is on rails. Still holding on to that 5-second lead. Make that 6-second lead. Keeps jumping back and forth. Either way, he has a huge lead on the second place car as we have a battle for second. Eweezy up 20 positions. He is your biggest mover. Right behind him is Aaron Kozak having another great run. He won last week, up to third. this week. As this stage is coming to a close, 6 laps to go. Axel Raven trying to put Kyle Storm a lap down. We see Kyle Storm get loose coming out the turn. Axel Raven puts him a lap down. He continues to pick him off one by one. 5.5 second lead. 4 laps to go. Great run by the 047. Now he's going to try to get by Berto before the end of the stage. As we have 2 laps to go. One lap to go to the end of the stage. Such a great run for Axel in this second stage. He has dominated this stage with a 5-second lead. Axel Raven wins stage number 2. If Axel Raven puts another performance like this in stage 3, this race is over. He is showing a ton of speed. The setup on that car is perfect. Now, who will stay out and who will come in? We're still going to have about 60 laps to go when we start the third stage, and Axel Raven goes right into the pits. So there's not going to be no gambling going on in this for the third stage. 4 fresh tires is like gold, so everyone's coming in. Now, who will come out of pit road first? Track position is key. And Axel Raven comes out first, Eweezy second. And there was a few drivers that decided to stay out. And that is Stefan Forge and Gerald Smith. So we're going to see the same scenario play out on the restart. We saw what happened to Merle McGuire and Rooster Rodden when they decided to stay out. Is it a risk worth taking? We still have 60 laps to go. Your top 10, Stefan Ford, Gerald Smith, second. Axel Raven, third. E. Weezy, fourth. Aaron Kozak, fifth. Odeon, sixth. Killmonger, seventh. JQ, eighth. Ralph, ninth. And Doug Britton in 10th. We'll see what the third stage brings. Will we have a new winner? Can Axel Raven punch his ticket in? Can Aaron Kozak go back to back? I mean, it's possible. We haven't had a driver win 2 races yet this season. Pace car comes off the track. We will see how this plays out with the first 2 cars on worn tires. The green flag is out and stage 3 is underway. And E-Weezy knifes his way through. What a move by the 299. Now Axel Raven is stuck behind one of the cars on worn tires. And Aaron Kozak trying to take advantage of the inside, and does. And Killmonger's going to follow suit. And Axel Raven has fallen back because of Stefan Forge being on those worn tires. And he's trying to find an opening and cannot. And he finally gets by the 96. E-Weezy took advantage. And he went 3 wide, knifed his way through in the restart. But now can he hold on to the lead? As we saw last week, it was E-Weezy and Aaron. So now we have a repeat of last week. And at the end, Aaron Kozak took advantage, took the lead away from E-Weezy, won the race. Can he do the same today? Right behind Aaron is his teammate Killmonger, having a great race. Ralph Lumley also put together a solid race today. He is in 4th. Ace Blade in 5th, looking to make the pass on the outside of the 62. Axel Raven in 6th. He just had a little bad luck on that restart. Odeon in 7th. JQ in 8th. Peyton Hill in 9th. And Aaron Hughes round out your top 10. But we have plenty of laps to go. And E-Weezy is in the lead by about 1.3 seconds. But can he hold on? That is the question. Last week he could not. Weezy is currently 8th in points, but he would love to secure a win today. But Aaron Kozak would love to go back to back. That is a rare thing to do in the Next Gen Series. Weezy is maintaining that 1.3 second lead. That's all he has to do. But we still have a lot of laps left in this race. Killmonger in third. But not too far behind is Ace Blade. Ace Blade is almost up to his bumper. And this is the longest stage, so how much will traffic come into play as well? As Ace Blade gets by the 21 easy. Ace Blade up to third. So Ace Blade showing some speed in this third stage as he is almost up to the bumper of the 99. As we see Rhett Sawyer, he just cracked the top 10. So he struggled early, but he has stayed consistent with his times, and here he is into the top 10. As well as Ani. Ani up to 11th. So great run for him as well. And Ace Blade takes over second away from Aaron Kozak. Ace Blade showing some speed. Ace Blade wants a second win this season. He's already locked into the playoffs. Now can he catch E-Weezy? He has plenty of time to do it. As the lead is 1.4 seconds. And there's Ralph Lumley. He makes a pass. He's up to 6. And there's Axel Raven. After that bad restart, he's trying to work his way back up. And this is a battle for fourth. 21 holding strong on the outside. 21 gets a little loose there. Well, Axel Raymond cannot make the pass. There goes Ralph Lumley. He's going to try to pass the 21 on the outside. And Ralph Lumley up to 5th. Actually 4th. as E-Weezy continues to lead, but his lead is down to a second. And E-Weezy has some traffic up ahead. But Ace Blade is not too far behind. E-Weezy needs to manage those tires, because if he doesn't, he will lose this lead. And how much will traffic play a role? And Ralph Lumley, he's also showing some speed. He is in third. Ace Blade closing in on E-Weezy. Only about a half-second lead. And now we have some lap traffic. E-Weezy can't waste no time getting stuck behind lap traffic. As now we see Ralph Lumley trying to battle for second. And Ralph Lumley gets by the 101 without an issue. And now he gets by the lapped car easily. And he is almost up to E-Weezy's bumper already. So Ralph Lumley is having a great run in the third stage. Ralph Lumley is clearly much faster than the 299. As you see, E-Weezy's moving all over the place, very loose right now. And Ralph Lumley takes the lead for the first time today with 31 laps to go. And E-Weezy is fading. He used up those tires. We were talking about that earlier. If he did not manage those tires, he would not win this race. Now can Ralph hold off Ace Blade? As we have a lapped car up ahead, and that is Stefan Forge as Ralph Lumley goes to the outside. Ralph Lumley is using that high lane. It's probably where he's finding that speed. Now Ace Blade needs to get by the 96. And he has no issues there. As we have a battle, this is a battle for 6. Killmonger makes the pass on the 99. He gets by. Ralph Lumley still in the lead. As he's maintaining his distance on the 101. Almost a second lead. Ralph Lumley has a lapped car up ahead. That's the number 14. Let's take a look at how smooth Ralph is taking these turns. You see there coming out the turn. And right there, he lets off the gas, jerks the wheels slightly, because that means he's getting a little loose on exit. So now he's going to try to make the pass on the 14. But he is maintaining a 1.1 second lead on Ace Blade. But we still have 23 laps to go. Let's do a rundown of the top 10 with Ralph Lumley leading the way. Ace Blade in second. Weezy has dropped down to third. Axel Raven in fourth. Behind him is Rhett Sawyer. Put together a good race after struggling early. He is in the top 5. Peyton Hill in 6th. Killmonger in 7th. Aaron Kozak in 8th. But Ani is in 9th in the inside trying to make the pass. And Odeon rounds out your top 10. That's Aaron and Ani still side by side. This is basically a battle for stage points. As they continue side by side going around 2. But great recovery by Ani, man. He struggled as well. He was close to the tail end of the field in the first stage, and here he is in the top 10. They made the proper adjustments. As we go back to your leader, Ralph Lumley is your biggest mover of the race, up 26 positions. And his lead has grown, almost a 3-second lead. As he gets ready to make the pass on Irwin. DOG has brought some very fast hot rods to Richmond, because yesterday they won. As Tanner Parton won yesterday. And today it might be Ralph Lumley. So they have shown a ton of speed at Richmond this week. Ace Blade making a pass on a 14. He's got some lap traffic to deal with. But now the laps are ticking down. As we have 14 laps to go. It's going to be much harder and harder to get by the lap traffic on these worn tires. As we have a battle for 11th, and that is Tyler Commander and CJ Slava. Now CJ's battling Kenny Flores. This is for 12th. Now we see Peyton Hill. He's trying to make the pass on Rhett Sawyer. This is for 5th. Peyton Hill was so fast in stage one, man. He was flying. But then he started to struggle throughout the race. But Ralph Lumley in control, looking to put Braden Goddard another lap down. Actually, one lap down. But we've had another caution-free race. Both days of great racing as the 62 goes into the inside of Goddard, makes the pass. Ralph has put together such a solid race. I mean, such a solid stage three. And he is also your biggest mover, so if he wins this race, he definitely earned it. As he has a 5-second lead. And has dominated this third stage. There's Killmonger in ninth. As they almost wrecked there. Now that was close. We almost were going to have a late caution in the race as everyone is slipping all over the place. Everybody's on these worn tires, man. It can get dangerous. And nobody wants to see a caution right now. This is our battle for 10th with Lotus Lee in the outside of the 21. Lotus Lee trying to get in line here. Does not want to get stuck behind a lapped car. And now we see Peyton Hill. This is a battle for 4th. Peyton Hill taking advantage. Here's Ralph Lumley trying to get by Zach. A 5.5-second lead over the 101 Ace Blade. Solid finish for the, it's going to be a solid finish for the 101 regardless. He's already locked in into the playoffs. 2 laps to go. What a race by the 62 in this third stage. He completely took over. Once he took the lead, he was gone. Once he had that clean air, his car was like a rocket. As he goes around turn 2. He goes around turn 4. Ralph Lumley wins at Richmond and punches his ticket into the round of 16. And gives DOG back-to-back wins at Richmond. Yesterday at the 1987 series, Tanner Parton did it. And today, the number 62, Ralph Lumley, he puts the DOG team into victory lane. Congrats to Ralph and to that team. I mean, they've been putting together a really good program over there. So I expect more wins coming out of this team. But they definitely have some speed and a short track. And they proved that this week. And next week we head to Atlanta, which is going to be an exciting race. It's a redone track, so we're gonna have a lot of side by side racing. And then we head to Dover, another short track, and then Pocono is the last week before the playoffs start. So there's only 3 more races to get in to the playoffs by a win. The only other way is by points. So if you're struggling in points, you're gonna have to win one of these next 3 races. But we've had a great week of racing. I appreciate the support and for being a part of the league. I will see you guys next time.